Hey everybody, welcome to episode 25 of the Sea Salt Podcast. I'm your host, Brer Fox. With me we got...
Jojo.
Zach.
So you need to realize, originally our plan for this episode was we were going to make like just a quick little like online, one where just record online with each other, maybe like a bit of a shorter one, like a half hour, talk about the whole Richard Epcar situation, put in our final bets for Sony Conference for E3. Something happened last night though. But
nothing big.
Nothing big though. But as Zigbar once said, let's hit these plot points in order. And let's go back before the trailer came out. And so the whole Richard Epcar situation on Twitter, which that was fun. So basically the SparkNotes version is Tuminator. He put out this tweet that was like, me and Tuminator were both kind of in the minority of people where we were like, we actually believed that maybe we were going to get a release date. Everyone else was like, nah. But I feel like myself and Tuminator, us being the two people in the world that actually believed that we were going to get, like a release year or something. And he tweeted like, I feel it this time next week, gonna know the release date. Richard Epcar, the voice of Ansem, comes in and goes, no. He goes, I think it was literally just like, no, sorry. And so that crushed everybody's dreams. But it comes down to, and it came down to a lot of like, voice actors generally don't know like anything about the actual development of the games. They always say like especially the English dub voice actors, they always say they're like the last thing that is ever done with those kind of games, and they always say like they don't know anything. So it kind of comes down to like, okay, so either you're lying about knowing this, or you're always lying about not knowing the development cycle. And so a lot of people are just kind of like, you probably just like us, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just making speculation as well. And maybe he was right. I mean, looking at it, like there's technically still the Sony conference tomorrow. Who knows? I mean, it's not going to happen. Yeah. I mean, we still plan on watching it together, even though I could honestly give two shits now that Kingdom Hearts isn't happening. But yeah. So I mean, I feel like I want to know, like, legit, did you guys expect a release year, pretending that the trailer hasn't happened? Did you guys expect a release at least year at E3?
I expected a release year, just not in 2018. Like 2018 was probably like Plan B.
So like 2019.
Yeah, 2019 was what I was expecting.
I was expecting December 2018 to give them the most amount of time. So I thought they would come out with to give us something like a month, but then to put it in December would also be like, here's more than a release year, but also here's basically a release year.
Yeah,
that's what I thought they would do.
And then if they comes out earlier, they can push it back.
I mean, they can push it.
Now I was expecting 2018 or 2019. And even I uploaded my reaction to it, and I was like, I would be lying. Well, here, before we talk about the awesome stuff about the trailer, I want to talk. There's a couple stuff I'm kind of bummed about, and it's like I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed we didn't get a release here, because it's like it's such E3. I mean, this is, for one thing, it's not only E3, it's also the first orchestral concert, and it's like this is such a big thing that it's like the trailer was awesome, but it's like everyone really wanted that release here, and it's a bit disappointing,
Yeah, I think you touched upon on your reaction video where it's like you would have liked to see it at the actual concert.
Yeah,
but like, and I agree, like because we're going.
We probably
to
actually are going to see it at the concert.
Yeah, but it would be cool to like be a surprise at the concert. But
stereo.
Yeah, but because I was thinking like what they could have done is because they could have been like, all right, so this trailer is going to be released to the public in about a week after all the E3 LA concerts are done. You'd really appreciate it if you did not record it and release it. This will be released in about a week. Just be patient. So all the people that were going to the LA concert, like us, we're going in like 3 or 4 fucking days.
Yeah,
it's like I would have loved to be able to be in that room with everyone and just lose my shit rather than sitting right there at like 10 at night being like,
Yeah, that would have been good. I mean, granted, Square isn't the best about releasing their trailers right after. We remember was it a couple of years ago where...
Oh, man.
Spent,
good old
forever.
D23 trailer.
Yeah.
They took a month to release it.
Yeah, so, I mean, if they had done something like that, that would have been ideal.
Yeah.
But at least I'm glad that everyone got to see it instead of it just being at the concert.
Yeah.
And then, a month later, they're like, oh, yeah, here's a trailer.
Yeah.
Lol.
And it's like, I realized that, that very easily could have been, like, leaked. I'm sure someone was recording the trailer when it was going on, and it would have been leaked if it wasn't released to the public. Yeah. But I remember, a couple years ago, when the Doctor Who 50th was being released, Stephen Moffat, he was at Comic-Con. He said, like, I'm going to show you guys an exclusive, but every single time I show you guys an exclusive, it immediately gets leaked. So if this gets leaked, I'm just not going to show any more exclusive anymore. And it didn't get leaked anywhere. Trust me, I looked everywhere for it, and it wasn't released anywhere. And like I said, they didn't need to go to that extreme. They could have just been like, this is going to be released in a week. I would really appreciate it if you didn't, release it, record this and release it. This will just, be patient. And it's like, I wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't going to a concert in like 3 days, but it's like, because we are going, it's kind of disappointing where it's like, I would have really liked to have been able to, experience that with everyone. It's like, even if we knew there was, because the fact that the trailer was coming out would have been leaked anyways. Like, there's no hiding that. But being able to experience the trailer, for myself for the first time with everyone else, that is filled with nothing but Kingdom Hearts fans. Yeah. It's like, that would have been really, really cool. And it's like, like I said, this is kind of selfish because like I wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't going to the concert, but it's like, it's a bit disappointing. But, yeah, either way, I'm still fucking pumped to go to the concert, like, no matter what,
definitely.
But still, it's like, it would have been nice, to think about us. But it's like, I understand, it is, special for, just the people. Like, that was the first concert ever, or the first of the technical world tour. They had the first breath concerts in, like, Japan and stuff. But, like, this is the first of the world tour. So, yeah, but, anyway, I think there was another thing I was thinking about that kind of bummed me out, but I can't think of it now.
Well, I mean, they said that we're getting another trailer in the next World.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really bummed out.
That's a good thing. I'm actually really excited about that because that's this, I think, might be showing, like, okay, we're actually going to start, fucking, what is it called? Like,
promoting.
Yeah, promotion. Yeah. We're really going to start promotion.
They're ramping up
for this game. Yeah, because for the past years, we've had all the remixes and re-releases. We've had, I think, because KH3 was announced before 1.5 came out. So pretty much they went hard on promotion for 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 1.5 plus 2.5, even though they really didn't promote that game that much. But, still. Yeah. And now the only other thing they have to promote is Union Cross, which they still do a fuck ton, but it's like, that's a phone game.
It's Union Cross.
It's a very, very, it's very different, like, platform. It's different than promoting, a re-release to KH3 to a fucking phone game than KH3, And I really think, because they say, literally like a month at D23, they're going to be showing a new world and a new trailer, I think this might be showing, like, alright, promotion's actually starting. Because I remember they said last year, because they didn't show anything at all throughout 2016 besides the announcement of the drive forms, they said that 2017 is, I think the exact wording was, it's going to be an endless flow of Kingdom Hearts 3 content and, like, announcements and trailers and stuff. And it's June right now. This is the first thing.
They're waiting a while to open that dam.
Yeah. And so I think that this might be the official, like, because I remember, was it 2015 where, like, we had the trailer at E3, the awesome trailer at E3, and then we had the world announcement, the Big Hero 6 announcement, and then nothing for, like, ever.
Yeah.
And so it's
like that,
and so it's like I'm kind of worried that they're going to be doing the same thing where it's like we have these two cool announcements, then they just go radio silent for a while. But at the same time, it's like it's 2017. The game's been in development since 2013. I think we're getting closer, and we're starting to get to a point where
we're getting there.
Yeah, and so before we start talking about the trailer, obviously, the big question: do you guys think that they're going to be showing the release year at D23?
Yes, because I really, really want it.
If I believe hard enough,
you just gotta pour all of your soul into this.
Every night praying to Mora.
You know, it's funny. Fucking Skyward Wing. I don't know if you guys saw, but Skyward Wing made a video where he was like, "I don't want Kingdom Hearts 3 at E3. I don't want a release here. I don't want a trailer. I don't want nothing. I don't want to see Sora. I don't want to see this." He's like, maybe if I say this, they will actually do it. The next day they release the trailer. So yeah, I don't want the release here at D23. So it's, you know, one of those things where, you know, if I believe hard enough, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
I was pretty dead. I think that E3 is such a huge thing that it's like, if it wasn't here, I mean, there's still tomorrow. It could be here. But, like, if it wasn't here, you know, at E3, like, now.
Would have been where?
Yeah, because, I mean, D23 is, like, it's
E3
a very...
next year.
D23 is a very big, like, Disney expo, but it's also just a Disney expo, you know? It's like, it's Kingdom Hearts is very much like I think of it more of a Square Enix game than a Disney game, honestly. I mean, I realize that it's very heavily Disney influenced, but at the same time, it's like, a D23, I imagine, is the place where, like, you know, they would show off the new worlds and everything, the new Disney worlds and everything. Like, a lot of people are expecting Wreck-It Ralph, because apparently at D23 is going to be very, very, like, Wreck-It Ralph, like, showing stuff for Wreck-It Ralph too. So a lot of people are suspecting, like, okay, maybe the new world is going to be Wreck-It Ralph.
Curveball was Zootopia or something.
Oh, I would. Oh, please. That's all I want, man. Number one. I don't expect it, but like.
Or Picture Charging the Mountain, Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I mean,
how you thought?
Yeah. But so like, I kind of don't think. I know a lot of people right now. Like, it gets to a point now where it's like, every single, you know, like, time we get a trailer, it's like, release date, and it's like, I think that E3 is probably the biggest, like, gaming thing to happen, you know, throughout the year.
I guess there's a Tokyo Game Show whenever
that is true. Yeah, the Tokyo Game Show is really big, and that's always been.
I don't remember.
PSX in December.
It depends, but
yeah.
I think for Kingdom Hearts, the biggest has always been E3 and Tokyo Game Show, and it's like, if it's not shown at either one of them, I kind of don't expect it to be at D23. That being said, if they want to show the release here, be my guest, please. You know, I will.
We are not against that.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. I think that I was kind of expecting the release here, which I shouldn't have done. But I feel like at this point, it's kind of like, all right, well, if it's not now, I don't. Even though they are going, if they do go into full promotion after I think that the D23. Because I remember I said before that the E3 trailer would show us where they are in development, and I think that honestly, I think that the D20, because they said they're having another trailer at D23, I think that what follows, whether they show the release year or what follows, is really going to show us where they are. Because at this point, if they just said now in development at the end again, which we didn't get that. We didn't get now in development. No more of that.
It's not in development, that means.
Yeah. But not so. If we just got now in development at the end of this trailer, I would have said, like, okay, like, they're still pretty much where they were like a year ago, where it's like they still aren't 100% sure about the like the release date, and they're still pretty, you know, far back in development. We're still at least, you know, like 2019. But the thing is, they say another trailer, End of Worlds, being announced in a month. And so it's kind of hard to think, like, you know, is this, you know, it's hard to tell with that information. I think we need to wait a bit more to really, you know, find out. If we get it now in development at the end of the D23 trailer, then, you know, all right, we're fucked.
2020.
But, yeah, which I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, because the last one we did was a while ago. But remember they released the fucking the thing where they said, you know, like, they had their presentation where they were like, all right, these games we plan on releasing within the next 3 years. And Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 were on that list. And everyone was like, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not till 2020. But personally, what I think is KH3 in 2018, Final Fantasy 7 Remake 2019, then whatever the fuck the Marvel Avengers thing is in 2020. Because
and then they have Dissidia to consider now that they've announced it.
Well, yeah. But
I think Kingdom Hearts gets pushed to early 2019.
Well, actually, no, Dissidia just needs to be localized. So.
Oh, is it already out in Japan?
Yeah, it's been out in Japan for a while.
Oh, okay. Well,
for like a couple years, actually.
Then you should just slap English language on that. They don't need to. Yeah, they don't need to give a shit about that. I don't know much about Dissidia, so I played like half of the first one, and I never finished on the PSP. I should though, because it was fucking fun. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't been following it. I just saw the trailer and I was like, that's cool. I don't know anything about it, but like it looks cool. It's pretty. But yeah, and yeah, you were saying early 2019.
I think it gets pushed. I think early 2019, like February, March 2019 is probably. I mean, I would hope for 2018.
Well, yeah.
But I think that's probably more logical. I don't think we see the Final Fantasy VII remake till 2020. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's just something that's good, especially because it's like 3 parts. They said it's gonna be, and like I think we see the first part till again maybe late 2019 they announce it, and then push it back till 2020. I don't know though.
I still wasn't expecting KH3 until like late, like November, December of 2018.
Yeah.
And if it gets, pushed back to like January, February 2019, it's like that's fine. That's like a difference between like June and August. That's like 2 months. Like that's fine. The year makes it sound bigger than it actually is. Yeah. But it's like December to January is not that big of a.
Yeah. It's like when 2.8 got delayed. It was like oh wait, well a month delay isn't gonna kill me. But
yeah, it's the biggest problem with 2.8, the release jump was that was pretty much because that for one thing that was before 1.5 2.5 was announced, and that was realized like okay, this is the 2018 or the 20. What year is it? 2017.
Yeah.
the 20. I don't know. I'm fucking tired.
We'll go to 2022. Yeah. Sword Art Online has been released. That's global.
Yep. But it's like before we realized that 1.5 2.5 was the 2017 game, the year jump kind of made everyone realize like, oh shit, we're not getting KH3 anywhere near 2017,
Yeah.
And that was the biggest problem with the year jump with that. But now that it's like, all right, we know, this year's game was 1.5 2.5, and they've said the next game that will be released is KH3. They're not releasing any more 0.5s or 0.8. They've said that. I don't want them to go back on their word. They're not doing anything else. And so, if that being said, a year jump won't really, mean much. I was like, this is kind of random, but I was thinking about this in the shower last night. Do you guys... Okay, so 1.5, the first 1.5 on the PS3 was released on the PS3 pretty soon before the PS4 came out, and pretty much when
very, very late in its life cycle.
Yeah, pretty much right around when the PS3 was becoming obsolete, and 2.5 was one of the last games to be released on the PS3. Yeah. Do you guys think that they did that on purpose, so then if KH3 was taking that long to come out, they could release 1.5 plus 2.5 on the PS4 for that game for the year?
I don't know if they did it on purpose, much as it was like convenient.
Yeah.
Like they were like, I have to imagine they started development and they're like, that PS4 is coming soon, but then they're like, oh well. They're still gonna buy it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then
people still have the PS3. It's not like they're gonna throw it out the moment the PS4 comes out because no reverse compatibility. This is smart.
Yeah. So I imagine it was kind of just like Nomori was sitting there, counting his bags of money. It's just like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Cause I don't think they purposely were like, PS4 is coming out, put it on the PS3. I think, like you said, like it was coming out.
Plug in their PS3s.
Yeah, I think that like you said, they were making it for the PS3. Then the PS4 was announced, and they were like, all right, that's fine. We'll just keep it on PS3. And then if KH3 is taking long, then we have an excuse to have a game for this year.
You have to imagine though they had the PS4 long before it was announced, or at least a little before, at least some sort of dev kit. So I mean, they probably knew the PS4 was a thing, but they were like already had started ramping up production for 1.5, and were like, oh well.
And also, if they wanted to keep the 1 year a game thing, because the PS4 I think came out because the 1.5 came out in like August-ish, I think, and the PS4 came out over the next year. I don't remember like when, but
PS4 was 2013.
I don't know. But yeah, so if they wanted, I'm pretty sure like if they wanted to do like the 1 year a game thing, they would have had to. If they want to put it on PS4, they wouldn't have been able to continue to do that. And so that's another thing where it's like, all right, let's put it on PS3. And it did, like you said, it probably just became very convenient. Yeah. That's just one of my like shower thoughts last night where I was like, I wonder. I don't know what I was thinking about that. Yeah. Like, you'd think that after the fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer came out, I'd be thinking about that in the shower. But no, I'm like, I wonder about the PS3 and PS4. Dude, literally last night, after I was laying in bed on my phone, I was watching fucking Shark Tank videos, like from their show Shark, and I was thinking like, what, like, after Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, I should be watching nothing but the trailer over and over again, watching like theories and people's reactions. I am sitting here watching fucking Shark Tank. What is wrong with me? How dare I consider myself a Kingdom Hearts fan?
But that trailer, that was pretty.
Speaking of it, so we're now about 20 minutes in. Let's finally get to... That trailer was fucking awesome.
That was a great trailer.
Oh my god.
Combat.
So, yeah, okay, well...
The end story.
The first thing...
They launch Goofy like a missile.
but in the very beginning, I forget what specifically it says, but it has, like the... this, if you imagine a world like Dive In or something like that. I think that's...
They're bringing back the dive mechanic.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying I think that the words, like in the beginning, I think that's going to be KH3's version of I've been having these weird thoughts lately, like is any of this for real or not? And a scattered dream is like a far off memory is like a scattered dream.
Yeah,
one line piece of yours and mine. I think that's probably going to be KH3's version. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool. I think if that is what it is, I think that's kind of cool how it's like
call back to Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah,
10th anniversary game.
The Dive In, yeah. And so I don't know what I don't think we're gonna be getting the diving thing because well we have the gummy ship, so it's like they don't need that.
Yeah.
He's probably just
you eject out of the gummy ship and you dive into the world.
Yeah, but because I mean we've seen him like jumping off fucking mountain, like in one of the other I think it was in the 2015 trailer. We saw him jumping off like a giant fucking mountain. So I'm assuming it has.
And this one we saw him running up a giant mountain.
Yeah,
so
I'm assuming the diving thing has something to do with
running alongside a giant mountain.
Jumping off the giant mountains and everything. And it's like someone put him when he was running up the mountain in the 2015 trailer and this trailer, and they've improved a lot. Yeah. It's like you can every trailer that comes out, you can always see at least a little bit of improvement, and it's always kind of cool because everyone's like they're just being lazy. It's like no, they're improving this like a lot as time goes on. It's really cool seeing how much they have improved in like 2 years and everything. Even though we're still looking at the same fucking scene, they've improved that same fucking scene a lot.
They've just been working on that one scene for the past 5 years.
Yeah. No, so I'll say the combos look really cool. The game, from what I can see, looks like a mix of KH2 and 0.2, which are the most fun games in the fucking series.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And so it's like that's pretty exciting because it's like 0.2 was pretty much like a mix of KH2 and Birth by Sleep, but at the same time bringing it more to like current gen, like being able to do cooler stuff and everything. And KH2 was although it's did come out in 2006, it's still like super fucking fun. And the combos and everything in KH2 are like fucking amazing. And I think that from what we can see, the combos from KH2 and stuff are still there, but like all the magic and everything and the way the game like flows and everything looks very similar to 0.2. And so I'm very, very excited that it still looks fucking good. Every time I forget to turn off Discord. Every time.
No, yeah, oh man, it was good. That was good.
Now, I was saying, so it looks like at first I thought there were command styles again in KH3, but I think that what they're doing is that it's drive forms because they announced that they're doing drive forms in KH3, but it looks pretty much exactly like how they handled the command styles in 0.2. So it's like at one point at first I was like, oh, that's just command styles again, but I think that what they're doing is they're going to basically be having command styles but calling them drive forms because
so basically super kind of easy to get drive form, not easy to get, but kind of same vein.
The basic drive forms, and then the actual drive forms.
If you look on the command menu where attack magic items on the bottom in KH2 where it had drive, it says Link, which I'm still not 100% sure what that is, but
it's a collaboration with Nintendo.
Or maybe it's the fucking
Into your friend code.
Amazing collaboration going on between Square Enix and Disney. But it might be the thing like where they fucking launch Goofy off.
Yeah,
it might be that thing.
Or it could be like back in Dream Drop Distance when Riku would like fuse with his Dream
Eaters.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what it is, except but with Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and because Sora around because Riku would fucking absorb them and become like Batman, whereas
I am a Dream Eater.
Whereas Sora would like team up with them, and I think that's what it's going to be. But with Sora,
get a giant ass meteor and just rain down,
laser beam.
But with like Donald, because like in I think it was the 2015 trailer where they had the one where like all three of them like got behind Goofy's shield. He like rammed them like in the ass with the shield and everything. And now this one we have Goofy like fucking launching him off.
Goofy literally just a nuke.
Yeah. And I've always loved those like team attacks with Donald and Goofy, like the fucking like the Trinity limits and everything, and the fucking just the like the limit commands and everything in KH2. I've always loved having like the teamwork commands, specifically between Sora, Donald, and Goofy, because they're like the main dudes. And we've seen a lot of like already stuff with the three of them in the trailers, and I'm really excited to see how much we're actually going to be able to, or is it just going to be kind of like the limit commands, where it's like every now and then you can like if you have MP you can do this.
Yeah.
It's like that's fine too, but it's like it'd be kind of cool if it was actually kind of like almost like a reaction command kind of thing, where it's like Goofy's getting his ass kicked, you can come in and
Yeah. I do wonder how often, like me as a very bad Kingdom Hearts player, will be using this, because like I didn't use the limit for the drive forms because I hopped down and just kind of forget about them. I did remember them a couple times when I was getting my ass beat, but like I'm like, it's just because the person, or like however they're rendering it, or person playing it, I don't know how they actually shoot these, but is like really good at the game, or am I just gonna be standing there like hitting, and then obviously the combos are cool, but I would like it if it was more of a reaction command opposed to like boop boop boop, hit it.
A lot of times when I use drive forms, I would use them as like a second heal. Like if I was out of MP, but I needed to heal, I would then go to drive form to heal myself, and then also continue to kick ass with that. So that's and it's like but from what we've seen so far with drive forms, it looks like just command styles, but they're calling it drive forms, because we haven't seen so far, like he's not using dual keyblades, which I mean that would make sense if Ben comes back in this game. They can have him be using two keyblades, and
or Roxas comes back in this game.
Well hold up, we'll get there. Shut up. Hold up.
The garbage character.
No one cares about him.
And so it's like because they have the same thing where like they had in 0.2, where like when the command style would come, you have like the 30 seconds to like hit the button and use Blizzaga or like Fire-Aga, which that was there as well, and which that's cool. I was a fan of that. But then also like there's what looks like command styles, but I'm assuming is just they're just gonna be calling it drive forms, even though it's basically just a command style. Which like I'm okay with that. It's like I was a big fan of basically like. For me, what it was I'm almost dead. Drive, let's kick ass. It's like that
full
was
HP.
Yeah, it's like that. That was kind of cool, and especially the fucking was it limit form in KH2? That was like, whew. But if it is just command styles, it's like that. That's fine too. I did like them in 0.2. I'm playing through Birth by Sleep again, which I'm still on Birth by Sleep because that is kind of a trek to get through. But
great game.
Yeah, it's at one point I want to have like a back and forth with you on this podcast, like fighting between KH2 and Birth by Sleep, especially playing through it again. It's like there's some stuff that just really bother me about it. The story is the overall story between Ventera and Aqua is amazing. Other than that, I'm like I don't care. But anyway, I'm wanting to go.
I feel like one of those atheism versus science like things. You can be Bill Nye. I can be over the other.
No. Genders like sex.
I don't want to be Bill Nye. I don't want to be Bill Nye anymore. Fuck Bill Nye. Top 10 anime betrayals. But anyway, command styles are cool. I'm sure at least in like I said in the original Birth by Sleep, I felt like they got kind of like annoying a little bit almost. But in 0.2, I liked them, and I like how the magic still looks pretty much almost exactly like it does in 0.2. How it's still fucking
copy paste. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't sat down and completely like watched the trailer a billion times over and it completely like sat down and analyzed it. So it might look like a little bit different than it, just because like there's a difference between Sora using magic and Aqua using magic, which that's good as well. But from the looks of it, it still looks very much like where it's fucking like huge and everything, and you can still be like moving while using it and everything. And because I rarely used just normal magic in the Kingdom Hearts games. Where if I'm just fighting Heartless in KH2, it's like my combo is way stronger than going fire, and it's like, whereas in 0.2 the magic actually did a lot, and I'm glad that it looks like in KH3 it's going to be the same thing. So it's like I'm not just going to be using the combos and everything. I'm also going to be using magic a lot, and it's like I think that's really cool. Then we got the shot locks back and everything and flow motion. I'm happy that from what we've seen, flow motion looks very much like not a huge part of it. Because I think that I did like Flow Motion in Dream Drop Distance, but my problem with it is that it made the world had to be very like condensed and smaller. So if you're like bouncing off the walls, you could do that. And it's like it was cool for like a one game thing. I still enjoy playing Dream Drop Distance using Flow Motion, but it's like I don't want Kingdom Hearts 3 to be limited to be having to be like a smaller space, and I just. I don't know. And from what we've seen,
the areas are a lot bigger, so
yeah,
Flow Motion
exactly.
actually is more practical.
And from what it looks like, it's mainly used for combat and like just maneuvering, like through like we saw him like sliding on like a rail this time. It's like that's fine. Like that's
not trying to move him. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah. And like I said, it was fun for Dream Drop Distance, but
that's debatable.
Your argument's stupid. The only reason you don't like it is because you weren't good at it.
No, because I would always wind up going backwards, and then
because you weren't good at it.
It would take more time. It's easier just to walk. It was like I do boom and then go backwards.
I never had any problems with it.
Or I'd be like in Twilight Town or something, and then go the wrong way. Be like,
like I said, your problem with it is you weren't good at it.
It's my problem with any sport or anything. I'm not good at it.
It's bad. But like I said, I think for like a one game thing, it's kind of like the cards in Chin Memories. It's like that was a really fun one game thing, but I don't want to see him again.
Please don't have that in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my gosh, it's like I love the cards, and like I said, it's the same thing with Full Motion. I love playing Chain. A lot of people say Chain Memories is it's really bad, but it's like once you actually learn how to play it and you actually play it right, it's really fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's like I honestly have had more fun playing the gameplay in Chain of Memories than I have Birth by Sleep recently, and it's like I still like Birth by Sleep more because the story's better, but it's like I honestly legitimately had more fun playing Chain Memories than Birth by Sleep. And it's like, Chain Memories is a fucking great game, but I don't ever want to see the cards again in another game. It was a great one game thing, but I don't want to see that again in like a whole other game. Same thing with Flow Motion for a Dream Up Distance. And so far, the Flow Motion has very much been like very small and using very specific like things. So, and then I think that's fine for Flow Motion in KH3, with it being there and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like we saw him use it in like in that one shot lock a while back where like he was like jumping off of the enemies and everything using it, and it's like that's that's cool as well. That's basically just a different version of shot lock and everything, and it's like that's fine. And also there was a fucking Hercules was in the party but not in the party, like he was because I was
screen.
No, he was on screen, like Hercules was fighting there on screen, but if you look on the side where you have, because normally when you have somebody join your party, you have to kick Donald or Goofy out, then have other person join. Mm-hmm. Whereas this one, you didn't see everyone on screen at the same time, so I'm not sure specifically how it worked, but there was Donald and Goofy in like your little thing. Then outside of the line there was Hercules, and we saw Hercules over there kicking ass. So either Donald or Goofy wasn't there, and for some reason they just still had all three of their health bars. I don't know why. That's just the way God intended it. I don't know. But so either Donald or Goofy wasn't there, and for whatever reason they showed them there still, or it was like in or you have all three party members there, which I think is really cool to be able to have three people there fucking about having to kick out Donald or Goofy for a minute. I think that's really fucking cool, and
it was almost kind of weird with the story where it'd be like, all right, I kicked out Donald. It'd be like, Donald was over there half the time for the world. But then, like,
during cutscenes, he's just like, hey guys!
Where'd you come from? I don't know.
I remember, a long time ago. I probably would not be able to find this again at all. I was like, probably like fucking 10 years old watching this. I remember there was like a live action, someone made like a live action parody series of Kingdom Hearts. And I think it was like in maybe like Tarzan or Mulan's world where they had like somebody join the party, and then they're like, Donald and Goofy are like, wait, one of us needs to leave the party, and Donald goes like, what's gonna happen? The square police gonna show up, and you hear a siren in the background. It's like, oh shit, just be quiet about it, okay? Just calm down. And yeah, so it's like I do think it'd be cool to be able to have three party members, and it's either that or it's like which also happened in the Olympus Coliseum in KH2 when you were fighting Hades, where Hercules was there helping you fight, but he wasn't in the party. Where he was just like he was kind of like running around doing his own thing, but he didn't have like a health bar, which he has a health bar here, so it makes you assume that he's actually in the party. But there was that one time when he was there and he was, just like throwing balls at Hades and everything, but he wasn't technically in the party. Yeah. So maybe it's something like that. But considering he has a health bar, it's like I'd assume that he's in the party in some capacity, and we saw him running around, so he was there. So it's like. If I didn't see him on the screen, I would assume it'd be like a thing where they just, if he wasn't in the party, you could just, switch him out. Mm-hmm. And that because he was outside the line, I would assume that he was just switched out. But we saw him running around, so he was there. I just don't know how.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I kind of hope it's, you don't have to kick one of them out. I hope it's just like you can put,
that'd be really cool.
Have them in your party, they chilling.
Yeah, and it's like, at one point it's like, I understand, why you don't want to have it be like, all right, in this world you are way more powerful because you have 3 people. Mm. But at the same time, it's like, that's just cool. I don't care. That's really fucking cool. So, was there any other like big gameplay things? I mean, we saw him running around Olympus Coliseum, which was really cool. Up in the fucking the cloud, fucking everything. That was really cool. And
their attack portraits change when they're in battle versus when they're not in battle.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I still
angry Sora.
I gotta admit, I still like the illustrated versions more than the 3D versions. Yeah. Like, I mean the
3D versions they look good.
They look good. It's just I liked Nomura's actual illustrations a lot more. I just think they looked cooler. It gave it a different, like almost like a different feel to it, Whereas now it's like it's just straight up like grabbing, their model and putting it right there. Mm. And it's like, I'm assuming they're not going to change it because in 0.2 Aqua had her 3D model, so it's like, I don't know.
What are you going to do about it? Right?
Yeah, it's like, it's like, it's not a big thing, but it's just kind of a little thing that's like, if you could change that, that'd be nice, but...
0 out of 10.
No, but it's like, whatever, it's like, it's not good enough ruining the fucking game for me. I'm still going to buy the game, It's like...
And that fight where you're along the wall, and the Titan's up there, I know exactly how this fight's going to go down to me. He's going to hit me, I'm going to go all the way back down the bottom, run all the way back up, get one hit in, going to go all the way back up. That's what that entire fight's going to be. I can call it right now.
Get in a combo or 2.
Yeah, maybe 1.
2, 3 if you're lucky.
Shoot a fire gun and then just boom and then right back out. Yeah.
And also, we've seen Sora in the Olympus Coliseum in both his Cage 2 outfit and his Cage 3 outfit. So
that's weird.
Well, no, either it's because we know that the first place he's going is Olympus Coliseum because in 0.2 at the end he's going to Olympus Coliseum.
2.9.
Yeah, in 2.9 technically, he's going to Olympus Coliseum, so it's going to be the first world, and he still has Cage 2 clothes. And they've said, at the beginning of the game he's going to have Cage 2 clothes, and eventually he's going to get his Cage 3 clothes. So either he gets his Cage 3 clothes at Olympus Coliseum, or, like you said, you visit worlds twice, which I would actually be really excited about.
Yeah.
I loved the second visits in Cage 2. I thought it was really nice to have, rather than every other game where it's like, you go to a world, then you're done. It adds to the whole, like, searching for whatever they're fucking searching for. The key to return hearts. And it's like, it adds to the whole, like, we're searching, we don't know where the fuck we're going. Rather than, all right, we looked here, let's go here now. Mm. It's like, we looked here, maybe there's more places we could look, let's go back and look here again.
If I'm not mistaken, I could have forgotten, but the second time around was only about half an hour, right?
It was shorter,
It was shorter than the actual.
Those were always a lot more story-oriented, which I thought was really cool. A lot of times in the revisits, that was when you battled, like, the organization members, which I thought was really cool in Cage 2. And I think that'd also be cool if, like, in Cage 3 you have... Because in Cage 2, majority of the time, the first visit was you, for the most part, go through, like, the movie plot line, while also, you every now and then they'll throw in, like, some Kingdom Hearts, like, actual, Kingdom Hearts, like, stuff, while, Heartless or, like, Maleficent or something like that. And the second visit was a lot more oriented, like, there's an organization guy in here now,
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool, where it's like, we still have the chance to completely go through the movie story without completely compromising it to the the Kingdom Hearts stuff. But then the second time around, it's like, all right, now we can pretty much heavily focus only on, like, all right, now this is Kingdom Hearts stuff, but we're fighting with Hercules now. And it's like, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would.
And that's always been one of my biggest, like, wishes for Cage 3. The second visits were like, I thought that was such a great thing in Cage 2, and it's only been the only game it's been in is Cage 2.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be really nice. And it adds to, whole, like, they can make the game way longer, but also not need to add, like, 50 different worlds, it adds fucking like 5 hours onto it, and it's like I don't know, I'm really hoping for
I'd be down for some second visits.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think it'd be.
But I'm curious to how he is gonna get his new costume and what's up with his hair being different. His hair being different befuddles me so fucking much because it's like I can understand he gets different clothes, but why is his? Oh, I thought someone was opening the door.
Dante comes in.
It's like for his clothes being different, being changed is one thing, but why the fuck is his hair in a different style too? Did they give him a haircut?
The fairies, they give.
Yeah.
They give him a cut.
I don't know. So I obviously will figure it out, but
you'll get to change your hairstyle in this game.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the first thing he didn't do when he woke up after Dream Drive this was take off all the X's on his clothes.
Yeah.
He's like, no!
Yeah, that's why
no!
The first thing I fucking noticed when they announced the KH3 clothes, like, there's no X's anywhere on it. That's so fucking funny.
Like, what about that? It's plaid.
Yeah. It's different. There's lines on it, but no X's.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah. And then,
that's the entire series.
Pretty much, yeah. I'll give it to you. But, was there any other big gameplay stuff that happened that I'm not thinking of?
We hit some people with a key.
Yeah,
that
we
happened.
did.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't show any. There wasn't any new keyblades. He was using the first time we saw him fighting the Rock Titan. He had the new keyblade that we've seen a bunch, but we still don't know the name of. Whereas this time using the Kingdom Key, which is like, all right.
Yeah.
Nothing to say here.
Yeah. Kingdom Key's cool. It's one of my favorite designs, but I'm still kind of interested. What kind of designs we're going to be getting in KH3.
Ultra Oathkeeper.
Yeah. I hope that the Oathkeeper is like the last big Keyblade you get in the story.
Or Oblivion.
Oh, well, did I say Oathkeeper? I meant Oblivion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Well,
I just said Ultra Oathkeeper.
Okay, well, Oblivion, because in both KH1 and KH2, not including 1.5 where they buffed the Divine Rose for no fucking reason, the Oblivion has always been the...
I was really mad about that. I got in the game, Divine Rose, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. But in both games, the last, not including like the ultimate weapon or fighting like the one you get from like Sephiroth or something, the Oathkeeper has always been like the last big story Keyblade that you get in KH1 and KH2, and I do hope that I can fight the final boss with like the Oathkeeper and everything. That'll be like my strongest Keyblade and everything. Yeah. I think I'm hoping, because that's always been such like a cool thing. So I hope so. I loved it.
You think Cloud's gonna go through another redesign?
Well, I mean, because the last time
KH3 Cloud.
well, last time we saw him yet, because in KH1, that was technically the first like high definition version of Cloud we'd seen. Because the only other thing we'd seen,
it was like his original design, kind of like the hair at least.
Yeah, his hair was based off of his Final Fantasy VII, but his clothes were mainly based off of Vincent Valentine. Because Vincent Valentine was originally supposed to be in KH1, but because of the guns, Disney was like, nah. And so they basically gave him like Vincent Valentine's clothes, but his hair was very much as spiky as it was in the original Final Fantasy VII. Then in KH,
Ed said, I need a Cloud.
And then in which KH1 was actually the first time we'd ever heard Cloud speak, which is kind of cool. And KH2, he was wearing his Advent Children clothes.
Yeah, and he has his Advent Children hair.
Yeah, he was basically Advent Children Cloud.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's like I don't think that he hasn't had any other. The only other design change he had now is Final Fantasy VII Remake, but that's before Advent Children, so he has fucking like little noodle arms. So it's I don't think that they'll. I'm assuming he'll just be Advent Children.
How do you stay so skinny when you wield that giant sword? Here. Find out how.
But anyway, so we got some story stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We got Pete and Maleficent coming back, which. They're looking for the fucking box.
Yeah, I know.
Lucius Black Box of Secrets.
Okay, so from what we know, before we knew they were looking for the Book of Prophecies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they were looking for the box. And my first thought was the Book of Prophecies is in the box. For one thing, I hope not, because that's just kind of retarded. Like, that's just kind of like, really? Well, like, that's dumb. And it's a big ass box.
And plus there are like 6 copies of it.
Yeah. And it's like I'm pretty sure that when the master was explaining the box to Lushu, I'm pretty sure he had the Book of Prophecies right there. So unless it was like, but what's in the box? There's nothing, but I'm gonna put the Book of Prophecies in there off screen. And it's like
Cause I think when Lushu like came up to him before Master gave him the box, he's like, "Sup?"
Yeah, I think it was, and I hope so, and I just think that the Book of Prophecies being in there would just be kind of like that's it.
It's Ephemer's corpse.
I remember one time someone made like this fan art of like what's in the box. There's like a bunch of sea salt ice cream. There was I don't know, there was some other shit, and then there was one just Ephemer like help,
send help.
They can put like the Book of Prophecies, the novelization,
the
Book of Prophecies, the movie.
Yeah. No,
the Book of Prophecies, the multimedia edition,
the comic book edition, the Book of Prophecies.
So basically,
and then Ava tried to chop Lucius' head off, and then everything went downhill from there.
Yeah. So all we know is that Maleficent and Pete played Key. They played Union Cross. They did their research. Yeah. They played Union Cross. They know what's up. And it's like I also if the Book of Prophecies was in the box, they basically spoiled it in this trailer. And it's like that'd be the stupidest thing to build up what's in the box, and then it's like they're looking for the box. That was really the Book of Prophecies. I'm assuming it's just kind of like they're looking for old shit that was like from the first Keyblade one.
So like what happened to the Book of Prophecies? They're probably still looking for the Book of Prophecies unless they already have it.
Yeah, either that or they're also I'm assuming they're just looking for like old stuff that will help them. From the original Keyblade War, the Book of Prophecies is one of them. Like I said, they're probably still looking for it, along with whatever's in the box. And it's like, I wonder if they even know what's in the box. So they might just be like, we heard about this box, there's probably something in it, let's go find it,
Yeah, I mean, I'd do it.
Yeah. I want to know what's in the fucking box, too. Yeah. But, yeah, so I do think that's kind of cool. It's like, bringing everything together. I always love that when that happens in Kingdom Hearts. Things that's like so disconnected, and all of a sudden it's like, nope! they're together.
What happened to Ephemer and Skull?
Yeah. And so we got that. Hades coming back again, which is amazing. I'm sure they'll get the OG. The I forget what his fucking name is, but the dude that plays Hades has always been the same guy that voiced him in like the movie and everything.
It's the same guy.
Always voiced him. I think that's so fucking cool. To this day, he still plays Hades in Kingdom Hearts and everything. I fucking love Hades too. He's such a great villain. He's so great.
Hades is great.
Yeah, and so I'm happy to see him again, even though it's like
what?
Olympus Coliseum has been in every single Kingdom Hearts game besides Dream Drop Distance, but I'm honestly not even tired of it yet. It's like I'll admit, Agrabah, I'm kind of like I love Aladdin. Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm kind of getting to a point where it's like, all right. So, that one screenshot of from Unchained Key. It's like I've had enough of this desert. It's like same.
God,
I think
nothing but sand. I hate sand.
It's a Blood Gulch. I spy something dirt. How did you guess? Well, there's only two things here: rocks and dirt. You said rocks last time, so it's gonna be dirt. Agrabah. But I think it would be cool if they did the one. Well, what's the one of the fucking Aladdin sequels? The fucking straight DVD sequels where they had Aladdin's dad.
The King of Thieves.
Yeah, that one. I think that would be cool. That'd be a cool like addition, because so far we had in KH1 we had the actual Aladdin movie, but everything else has just been kind of like Kingdom Hearts stuff. It's like that's cool, but it's like we can get something else now. It's like especially when you have this amazing movie, it's like that'd be cool to throw in there too. Yeah, that'd be cool to throw in there as well, and I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd be open to that in KH3 rather than just more Agrabah shenanigans that always happens. Fucking Jafar coming back again with a fucking like water man. It's like
gets closer every time.
His cousin too close.
Yeah, and so Olympus Coliseum, that one being there all the time. I'm chill with it. I love Hercules. Fucking yeah, I'm excited, and that's always been like a Final Fantasy like haven for those characters. They had Cloud originally, then they had fucking Orion in KH2, which was awesome.
Zack was there.
And Zack fucking Fair was in Birth by Sleep. Fucking love him. And so
first thing he does, I saw Aqua.
Yeah, and so I hope that we have It'd be cool if like we had like the Choco Bros there. Like,
Yeah.
dude, how cool would it be if like in the Coliseum, like all of a sudden, you know, you're fighting, all of a sudden the Choco Bros are there. You're fighting off the 4 Choco Bros. That'd be so fucking cool. Oh man, that'd be pretty sick. It'd be such like a cool like if they just all of a sudden like they don't even like you don't even see them before. It's like all of a sudden you know you're fighting for the tournament, the Coliseum tournament. Then all of a sudden, round 4, the Choco Bros. That'd be pretty sick. I'd be down for that. Also, so the other big thing was so we got fucking Xemnas and Ansem, both in their
somehow.
Yeah, well the
time travel bullshit.
Yeah, 13 Secrets of Darkness, and they're both in their coats. In their, you know, their the true organization 13 coats.
Their shitty fashion sense.
Yeah, and so Ansem just standing there. He's there, but he doesn't say nothing.
yeah, what he said.
There's like his hype man in the back.
yeah. Zemnis like, hold me back, Ansem. But and so Xemnas, he says what like. If you're gonna bring Roxas back, like what is he like?
You've got to bring Roxas back. You gotta like.
Why would you bring Roxas back when he shouldn't have existed in the first place? Yeah. Basically calling out IGN right there.
Garbage character no one cares about.
And then he's like, "All right, sorry."
He basically just called Roxas the garbage character.
Yeah,
pretty much.
He said you have to like become one with the darkness. Or, so become
call on the power of darkness.
Yeah,
use darkness.
So basically, we need to get Kyra ready to hug us again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Heartless.
So basically, like he's basically saying like you gotta die to get Roxas back, like because that's honestly that's how you get.
Pretty much what you do.
Yeah, you gotta become a Heartless.
And then, but then there's the whole Ven situation. Ven's waking up, so like what happens to Roxas? What's he gonna look like?
I'm assuming it's still just Roxas. I mean, that's not...
I mean, he'll still have Sora's face, of course. Yeah. It's just like...
Well, he has... His face is pretty much like a mix of Sora and Ven. Because Ven has a bit more of like a distinct, like, roundish face than Roxas. And they have the exact same hair. And like they have... Like, Roxas and Ven have like the same eyes. Whereas like Roxas and Sora have like the same like shaped head and everything. It's weird and complicated and very like slight differences. But it's like, okay, like I see you. You look close.
Ven and Sora had a kid.
Yeah. And
just make Roxas.
Yeah. And it's obviously a lot closer to Ven than Sora, but still. And it's like, I'm assuming that Roxas is still just gonna look like Roxas because they're not gonna redesign Roxas.
Yeah.
And it's like, so assuming that because I'm guessing that the only people that are gonna like come back before the end of the game is gonna be Aqua and Ven because we got Lee already. He's he's our boy. He's back already.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that for the Seven Guardians Light, they're going to get Aqua and Ven as well. And then I'm assuming Terra is just going to be one of the Secrets of Darkness. And if he comes back, he'll be at like the very end. And along with, Roxas and Naminé and Xion if they come back as well. I'm assuming that'll be like, like a big thing like at the very, very end. Yeah. At least that's my guess. And so if, Ven comes back, it's like, comes back to, I don't know.
There'll be 2 of them.
Yeah. And
2 Jesse McCartneys for the price of 1.
I want Roxas to sing so goddamn bad. You have no idea.
Yeah.
It's fucking there's he did a cover of When You Wish Upon a Star, and it sounds exactly like Roxas, and it's the funniest shit. But it's hilarious, but it's also like super touching because it's such like a super like emotional.
It's
like
a Roxas thing.
Yeah, and it's like you could like imagine Roxas singing it. It's just like Roxas. I want Jesse McCartney to do a cover of like Simple and Clean so goddamn bad. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. But anyway, it's like so we know that so all we knew about what Sora was trying to do is that he was trying to get the key to return hearts, which we still don't know what that is. That's the only description we've had about KH3 was we knew that they said Mickey and Riku were out looking for their lost friends, which we now know is Ven, Terra, and Aqua, specifically Aqua at this point at least. And Sora, Donald, and Goofy were looking for the key to return hearts, which by the end of 0.2, all we knew is that he was going back to train, so we still don't know what that was. Now we know that has something to do with bringing... Everyone kind of assumed that had something to do with bringing everyone back, but now we know specifically he is trying to bring Roxas back. We don't know how or why, but he's trying... He's trying to do it. I do think that's
probably after that whole thing in Dream Drop Distance where Roxas filled him with sadness, and he's like, "Damn, man, I feel you."
Yeah, He found out that, they all... that moment in Dream Drop Distance where Sora tells Rox that he deserves to be his own person, it's like, fucking finally! It's like, been waiting so goddamn long to hear, Roxas, like, you deserve to be you. Everyone else is just like, fuck you, Roxas, you suck. And it's finally to have Sora be like, yo, you deserve to be you. It's like, hell yes! And by that time, I look, because also by that time, Roxas has accepted the fact it's like, I am just a nobody. And then he's like, nah, fam, it's chill. Like, you do you, fam. And it's like, yeah, it's really cool. And it's cool to see, because everyone kind of assumed that, like, for the most part, at least most of everyone is going to be coming back, especially, Roxas and Naminé and everything. But it's actually seeing them, mention Roxas' name for the first time since fucking Dream Drop Distance, it's like, fuck, yes. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited, and seeing, Xemnas and Ansem again was pretty exciting as well. It's like, because that was the first, that's the first time we've seen Xemnas or Ansem in the Kingdom shader. And it's oh yeah. And so it's like, because we haven't seen any of, like, because we've seen people in organization coats in back cover. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. But we haven't ever seen anybody with their hood off in an organization coat. Yeah. And so, it's exciting to see. It's like, I wonder how much... This also kind of comes back to, like, the whole, I kind of hope they don't show too much, even though I know they're going to because it's Kingdom Hearts. It's like, I wonder how many people they're going to show of the 13 Secrets of Darkness, even though you kind of already know they're going to spoil it all with Cage, like, with trailers and everything. I kind of hope they don't. It's like, I'd be down to see, like, all the people that we already knew were the Secrets of Darkness, like Master Xehanort and everything and all that kind of shit. Yeah, like young Xehanort and everything, but it's like, I kind of don't, like, if, like, say, like, Marluxia or something. I'm pretty sure he's going to be, because we saw, like, the flowery nobodies and everything in I think the Olympus Coliseum. It's like, I kind of don't want to see that in a trailer, honestly. It's like, I would love to play through KH3 for the first time and be surprised, like, oh shit, it's you, and not be like, oh, look, yep, there's Marluxia, I already knew that. There's, like, Demix, I already knew that. There's Luxord, I already knew that. Yeah, it's like, oh my God,
how good,
except like, in the Kingdom shader in 4K.
Yeah, like, I imagine, like, Sora's walking on a path or something like that. We're in a cutscene, and then we just hear, dance, water, dance, and
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because the chess pieces in what do you call it? In the 2015 trailer, very much heavily, like alluded to a lot of the organization members that we haven't seen yet being in the Secrets of Darkness. Like, there was, like, a music note and everything, which probably Demix. There was, like, a dice or something, which is probably Luxord and everything. And so it's like, you can assume so, but it's like, I would love to just be able to play Kingdom Hearts 3 for the first time and actually be surprised. Unlike 0.2, where I already knew everything that was going to happen in 0.2, and I wasn't surprised at all playing through it, Mm-hmm. And I would really hope for that. But either way, this is a really cool trailer, I gotta say. I was very, very happy with it. It was, like I said, I would, like I said, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little disappointed. Didn't get a release here, but I'm okay with it because the trailer was fucking awesome. I don't know. Any other closing statements before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I'm excited for, what we're going to see in D23, a new trailer, new world. Yeah. Besides that, it was a great trailer. Mm-hmm. It was a surprise because I actually was like, funny. The day, the night, basically, I was working, and there's one guy who goes to my gym who's like a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and like he just played Birth by Sleep too, on like critical mode too. He was talking about me about it, and I was like, I'm like, Sony press conference, lights are gonna come up, we're gonna get December 2018, like we're gonna get a trailer at the press conference. And literally, like, 2 hours later, the trailer hit, and I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, yeah.
Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah. And it's like, and I mean, I'm super excited. We're going to the concert in, like, what? Like, 4 days?
3 days.
Oh
3 days. Yeah, it's on Wednesday, and it's Sunday right now. I'm really excited. Yeah. I'm really fucking excited. It's gonna be... It's gonna be sick.
Like I said, I threw in our Discord thing where I remember buying this ticket a year ago.
Yeah.
And being like... I know it's going to happen, but it's never actually
it doesn't feel real. Yeah, and now it's at a point where it's like, literally, the first concert happened yesterday, where they showed a fucking trailer, which is awesome. Like, Hashimoto was there, I saw, and it's like, the fact that it's like, I haven't still completely comprehended that, like, we're going to be there in 3 days. It's starting to set in, but it's not completely there yet. Yeah. But it's at a point where it's like, we're actually going to be there in, like, 3 days. Yeah. It's like, that's really exciting. And Disneyland is gonna after that too. So that's fucking awesome.
Basically,
yeah. So we're
after
set.
party in Disneyland.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm super excited. I've been trying to stay away from like because I mentioned this to Joe where I was like I want to like look on like Twitter and everything to like see people freaking
Twitter
out about.
is the oh my god, I was scrolling through it today. It's like just pictures, everything.
I want to look because I want to see people freaking out about KH3, but at the same time, I don't want to see stuff about the concert because like I want to experience that for myself. So, like, I don't want to see everything.
Yeah,
but
in Union Cross, they sent everybody an Orchestra Sora medal, and it plays the Orchestra Day Breakdown. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I've been trying to like. Stay because they even like released like a fucking soundtrack for like one of them. I was like, no, don't listen. I want to listen.
Everglow, no.
They showed the drink list where it's like, did you see that? It's like I've never actually
the E3 drink list.
No, it's the
Kingdom Hearts.
It's the Kingdom Hearts World
like
Tour,
at the concert,
like drink list where like they're like the alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
I never wanted to drink and I've never been like oh man I want to go drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But like the names, it's like it was what was them like the Twilight Town.
Oh my
one of them's
gosh.
like it's like the most Kingdom Hearts things, and I'm like oh I want these.
yeah.
Just bring something safe. Just drink that instead.
Yeah. So say we're getting there like 2 hours before it starts as well, right?
Oh man, so much exclusive merch.
Dude, I'm gonna get everything there. I swear. I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy like 5 of the same
seat.
shirt. Yeah, bringing my seat with me. Fuck.
I am buying Hashimoto.
You're coming to pick him up.
Try to get a black box.
In the box.
Do you know what this is? What's in here?
I'm like I said, it's really starting to say where it's like, oh shit, we're gonna be there. It's such a cool thing because like Kingdom Hearts for me has been such a huge part of my life for most of my life. I've been playing this game since I was in the 2nd grade, and that's I'm in college now. That's the majority of my life. I had Kingdom Hearts in it, and the music is such a huge part of that game. And it's like realizing like I'm gonna be there and seeing that like come to life. It's like, it's I'm excited. I'm very happy. Yeah. And then, Disneyland afterward is always awesome. I mean, you couldn't tell I like Disneyland. Like, so.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I'm happy.
I'm
Any closing thoughts before we wrap up?
No.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Join us next time, which probably about 2 weeks. When because we're going to be having a handful of videos because we're going to be watching the Sony conference, and even though there's probably not going to be Kingdom Hearts stuff, I'll probably make like a highlight video of us reacting to the
I'll
shit
be
there.
freaking out about stuff.
Screaming.
Yeah. I'll just be fucking I sleep like the whole time. Just no Kingdom Hearts, and then we'll probably make like a sea salt special with like the orchestra and the and Disneyland and everything like we did last year. So look forward to that. Better than nothing. But anyway, join us next time when we actually have a podcast. And
for more things, Kingdom Hearts and more, keep it locked to IGN.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
Best source for Kingdom Hearts, IGN. Mm-hmm. Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
If we ever actually get big, I'm gonna have to stop saying that.